Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Momita and in today's video I am going to talk about the skills that are necessary to become a good public speaker. But what is public speaking? Commonly it is known as oratory, that is the art of speaking confidently in front of a live audience. But it is often seen that in today's world there are many children, even there are many adults who are afraid of public speaking. Either they are shy or introvert. Whatever may be the reason, they avoid public speaking. But it is a very essential life skill that helps us to progress further in the world. Okay, so communication is the backbone, as we all know that it is the backbone of our society, and public speaking helps us to form connections and to motivate change. Therefore it is obviously very important. Okay, and we should train our children to become good public speaker. Okay, so there will be a point in your life when you have to speak in public, be it a board meeting or speaking in a debate competition. You cannot avoid public speaking. Okay, now for becoming a good public speakers, there are a few points that you have to remember. It is actually very easy, not that much tough that we assume it to be. It is easy, but we have to just practice and practice. That is the key to success, I would say. So the first point that comes under public speaking is the content of your speech. That is very important. What is the content? That is what your speech is about, what you are going to say in public. So if your speech is not good, if it is not attractive, then the audience would definitely not listen to you. Okay, but what is equally important, or I would say even more important, is the way you present it or the way you deliver it. Okay, so it often happens like we spend a lot of our times researching what to say, researching about the content, but we forget to devote enough time practicing how we have to deliver it, right? Because delivering is very essential. A good delivery is very crucial to become a good public speaker. Okay, now there are few points that you have to remember. Those are: number one is your facial expression, number two is your hand movement, number three is your voice, number four is your body language, and last but not least is your how you look or your eyes. Okay, so first let us talk about the first point, that is facial expression. So what is facial expression? Now suppose when you are very happy, so what we normally do when we are happy, we smile, right? Suppose when we are very sad or low, our face gives a very depressing look, and when we are very angry for some reason, we are mad at someone, so what we normally do, we just yell, or our face also gives that reflection that we are angry. So whatever you are feeling inside, your face should reflect it. That is very important, and that is equally applicable in case of public speaking. Okay, so how you are feeling at that moment when you are delivering the speech, you have to express yourself in that way. I'll give you an example. I hope that everybody have heard the name of Greta Thunberg, right? So she is an environmental activist, and she's really very concerned about the environment that is getting destroyed day by day by the act of human being. So in most of the speeches, we often come across like a very serious or a grave tone. Okay, and her face is also like that at very moment. If you notice her videos, you can definitely assume from her face that how she is feeling at that very moment. Okay, so whatever you are saying, suppose if I say that your speech is about something serious or grave. So you should adjust your face according to that. If it is something light-hearted, then you should adjust your face according to that. So whatever is your content, you will show your expression in that way. Okay, so that is number 1 point. What is number 2 point? That is your hand movement. That is also very important. So I would definitely recommend you to move your hand when you are speaking in public. It is obviously not a good idea to fold your hand like this, okay, when you are in front of 1,000 number of people who are watching you. Okay, so what will happen if you fold your hand like this? It will not give a very good vibe. It may cut the connection with the audience. So it's better to move your hands while you speak. It will help you to connect with the audience better. Okay. Now, after this comes the third point that is also very, very crucial when you are presenting yourself. That is your voice. What is voice modulation? Okay, so that is basically high pitch and low pitch. Suppose when you are very angry and you are yelling at somebody for some reason, so what we normally do, we shout. So we speak in a very high pitch, right? And when we are very sad or like we are in a pensive mood, we normally talk in a low voice. Exactly the same thing you have to apply in case of public speaking. When you are speaking something that is very important and you want to emphasize it, okay, at that very point of time you have to speak in a high pitch. And when you want your audience to think on a particular matter, you want to give them some time, so what you do, you normally slow down your voice at that time and you take a pause for a few seconds. You let the audience think and connect with that particular subject on which you are speaking. Okay, so that is high pitch and low pitch. How you modulate your voice according to the given situation. Sometimes we're speaking in a high pitch, sometimes we're speaking in a low pitch. Okay, so that is important. Now, next comes another very important point, that is your body language. Very, very important. Okay, so it is not obviously advisable that you slouch. It is not good. So how you should stand on the stage or the podium? You should stand straight with your head held high and your shoulders relaxed. Okay, and what will happen if you stand straight? It will give a very positive vibe, I would say. It will create confidence within yourself, and also it will help the audience to connect with you better and to listen to whatever you are saying with greater concentration. Okay, they will concentrate. But if you slouch, if you play with your hair, it is obviously not advisable at all. You should stand straight and you should move your hands. Another very important thing that comes after the body language is your eyes. You have to maintain eye contact with your audience. So what normally happens now, how you look, or how whenever you are talking to somebody or your friend or maybe anyone, so you look at them, right? You don't look here and there. It is not advisable. You don't do that, isn't it? So how your friend will feel? Obviously he or she will not feel good if you look at here and there and talk to them. So what we do, we maintain eye contact with them. The same thing should be applied in case of public speaking. You have to maintain eye contact with the audience when you are speaking to them. Okay, you should maintain that. So what are the things that we learned in today's video? The first thing that we should remember is our facial expression. That is, whatever we are saying, depending upon that, we should adjust our face. If we are talking about a very serious matter and we want the audience to think about it, then obviously our face should be in that particular way. Okay, if we are talking about something that is not that serious and that is something light-hearted, then we should maintain our facial expression according to that particular situation. Now, after the facial expression comes the hand movement. That is obviously very important, as I already said, that whenever you are speaking in front of thousand number of people, you have to move your hands to form connection with them. If you fold your hand like this, it might cut the connection with the audience. Okay. The next thing that is important while you are presenting yourself in public is your voice. That is, you have to adjust your voice according to whatever you are saying. Okay. Sometimes we speak in a high tone, sometimes we speak in a low tone. Suppose you want to emphasize some of the points, okay, that the audience should listen with greater concentration. In that case, you obviously have to speak with a high tone. And suppose you want to give your audience to think upon something, so what you do, obviously you slowly slow down your voice. And now the next thing that is important is your body language. As I already said, that you have to stand straight. If you slouch, then it won't look good when you are in public. Okay. Now the last but not the least is your eyes. How you are, how is your eyes when you are talking to them? You have to maintain eye contact with the audience. Okay, so these are the points that you have to remember while you are presenting in public. And overall, if I summarize, confidence is something that you have to maintain. Okay, so how you can build up confidence within yourself? You have to practice n number of times, okay, before you are actually delivering the speech. If you practice many times with keeping in mind all the points that I told, I'm sure that you can come out of that shell, that nervous shell, and you can definitely become a confident public speaker. That is essential. So in today's video, I mainly talked about the basic skills that are necessary when you are presenting in public. In my next video, I will talk about the advanced skills, okay, that you have to inculcate within yourself if you want to become a good public speaker. I hope this video helps. And the last thing that I want to tell you is that you have to annotate your full presentation for your benefit. Okay, why you have to annotate it? It is not always possible, right, to remember everything that I said or to remember all the points. Sometimes it can happen that you miss on one or two points. Maybe it is very important, but you missed out for some reason. So what you do, you annotate your text. You can write I for important, NI for not important. Okay, so this way you can annotate it and you can underline it also. It will also help. Underlining a particular line or a phrase means that you have to emphasize on that particular point. Okay, so this way if you annotate it according to your own way, you can do it in your own way. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to follow this particular rule when you are annotating. It completely depends upon you how you want to annotate it. So if you annotate your text beforehand, before you are presenting yourself in public, I'm sure it will help. Everybody, each one of us wants to become a good public speaker. That is a very important life skill, as I already told. But sometimes it happens that due to some reason, we are not able to present ourselves in a perfect manner. Okay, maybe we are nervous, maybe we are shy, maybe we think that what will happen if I falter, if I stammer. But if you remember all these points before you present and if you practice, I hope and I'm sure that you will not falter. I hope that it will help you to present yourself better in the future presentations. So this much for today. I hope you liked the video, and if it is really helpful, please give it a like and please comment. Okay, I will be waiting for your comments eagerly, seriously. And please share it with your friends and family so that it can help other people as well. Okay, and the last thing that I would like to say is please subscribe to my channel so that whenever I upload a new video you can get notified. And in future sessions I will obviously come up with videos that will be helpful for the children of today, not only the children but also the adults. Thank you for watching.